This channel does not promote or encourage any illegal activities. All contents provided by this channel is meant for educational purpose only.
Again, another short video because we've kind of already covered Reddit a little bit, but we're going to revisit Reddit and we're going to just show how we can find a treasure trove of information fairly easily on Reddit with either Reddit searching or Google searching. So let's go ahead and go out to the internet, and I'm going to go to reddit.com. And there are a few benefits here. So we can search here on Reddit. And remember, we can search for a specific username as well if we use any of our name check tools that we used. But you can always come into Reddit and say if you want into the taskbar, but you could go reddit.com/u/ say the cyber mentor if you wanted to check out and see if that user existed. That's one way to find me. Of course, name check would be another one. But say you're on Reddit and you want to search, you can come out and just say the cyber mentor. And you could see here, well, look, there is a there is a R the cyber mentor, which is funny because I didn't even know about this. So this is new. There's a user, the cyber mentor, which is me. Somebody must have put this together, created May 13th, 2020. So somebody did this, but that's cool. Anyway, there is also like any post you could see it's highlighted where somebody has put the cyber mentor in here. You can find that, or if somebody potentially talks about me, like in these OSCP or these hacking channels, there's a good chance that somebody was mentioning me somewhere within these. You can see TCM is another one. If you tried searching for TCM, you're probably going to find like Turner Classic Movies and all kinds of other stuff. But you can come in here and you'll see you're looking at best results, relevance, sort by relevance posts from all time. You could sort by hot if there's any like trending posts with my name in it. You could sort by if there's any new posts with my name in it. So you can kind of go through this, and this is just best results. You can come through posts as well and just see how this works out. Another thing is that you can come in here and actually put this into quotes. So, and see if that produces anything better and more specific. Now we kind of get out of some of the same results, but we also, it looks like this is a little bit different. So, potentially depending on how you search and if you use quotations or not, you can change things up. Let's look at the new post again and see how that's changed. And the new post now is from 14 days ago, as last time it was from 4 days ago. So, depending on how we search, this is more specific. You could also search by my name, say Heath Adams, etc. See if that works out. The other thing that you could do is you can come to Google and you could just search like the cyber mentor and then just say site reddit.com. Now, Reddit by far is one of my favorite resources to use. I tell this to people when I'm giving them advice. It is one of the best ways to do research. The chances are, if you have a question and you want that question answered, chances are somebody's already asked that question on Reddit. So I will literally go to Reddit for almost any of my questions first before even saying, hey, Google, how do you answer this? I'll say, hey, Google, cite Reddit, how do you answer this? Because there's almost always something on there. So here you can see that there are 2,600 results of people mentioning me somewhere on Reddit. You can try narrowing this down. You can even type in like, again, you could say like Heath Adams. And then you can even narrow this down more. This is just getting back into Google Foo, but you could say maybe they want to reference the OSCP. So somewhere in text OSCP, now we narrow that down to 806, etc. So we can just see how this works and how this goes through, but please do not underestimate Reddit for a research potential. Now, the other thing too, before we go, is you saw me as a user. You have the ability to come in here and see, okay, these are my posts. You can see what posts I make, but you can also see what comments I've made. So you could see the comments here and what I was posting when I was last active. I have seen people give out their name. I've seen people give out their location. I've seen people put some crazy stuff in here. There was actually one time where I was investigating a case, and in that case, this person was posting some really nasty stuff on Reddit. Well, what they had done is they had just put in tiny bits of information like, hey, I am a graduate student at this school. And then they said, hey, I have this certification. And it didn't take long before there were only so many people at that school that had that certification that really could be narrowed down. And we were able to identify who the individual was. So you have to be very careful what you post, because even the tiniest shreds of information, even though you have no name or anything posting here, it's really easy to just put out enough little bits of information that somebody can eventually identify you. So the comment history and post history is always important when you're looking through this. A user might not have a lot of posts, like you'll see in here that I've got a lot of posts, but they might have a lot of comments, or it might be the other way around where they're just posting a bunch but not really commenting. So it depends on the user, depends on the account. But again, this is something that you should not underestimate from a research perspective. I think Reddit is one of the most information wealthy platforms that's out there. So that's it for this video. We're going to move on to the next video in the section.